As we stay in our standard fold, go ahead and hang heavy here. Grounding through the feet, maybe swaying the hips a bit. You can grab the elbows, swing side to side. Taking our time here. And then go ahead and lift. Big inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release all the way down. Go ahead and place the feet back into plank. And slowly chaturanga. Press back into upper dog. And exhale, down. And go ahead and rock the feet all the way back up to the mat. And settle again into a standing fold. And again, inhale. Lift tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, release. Again, feet back to flat. Nice flat back plank. And slowly lower your chest all the way down, chaturanga. Pressing back into upward dog. And exhale, press back into downward dog. And last time, walk the feet all the way up, in between the two hands, settling into standing fold. And then slowly lift, inhale up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up, and exhale, slowly fold down. Again, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release all the way down. Go ahead and come back to plank pose once again. Hold for just a few breaths, and then slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, press back into upward dog. And then tuck the toes, exhale all the way back down to downward dog. Again, pedal out those feet if you'd like while we transition here. And then when all feels good, go ahead and lift that back leg. We're gonna lift the right leg, and then go ahead and shoot that leg right up in between the two hands. And then I'd like you, maybe bring that back foot in just slightly as we set up for pyramid. We're gonna have both feet turn towards the front of the mat, all 10 toes, turn to the front, squaring the hips, letting the head fall over here for pyramid. Now, I do not have any blocks with me today, but if this is just a little bit too intense, you can use 2 blocks here, and we could hold ourselves here in pyramid. But for today, I will be releasing all the way down to the mat with both my hands, and as we are here, just let the head hang heavy right over that front leg. And then a nice deep stretch in the back of the body here. want you just to slide your hands up, so right in front of that front leg. Pressing through, putting all the weight in that front leg. Let's go ahead and get into our standing split, lifting that back leg up, the left leg, and holding here. Grounding through the feet, lift. And then slowly transition into warrior two. Grounding all feet here. Reaching, extending through both arms, fingers. And then go ahead and reach back into reverse warrior. And then go ahead and cartwheel yourself down, back into plank, and then press back into downward dog. Now go ahead and lift your left leg here, extending back, and bring it to the front between the two hands. Again, grab that back left or back right foot, bring it in slightly, turning all toes to the front, squaring the hips, and again falling over that front leg. Find your breath. Go ahead and place those hands slightly up in front of that foot. Transition that weight into that front foot and fall into standing split. Focus on the breath. And with control, bring it down into warrior two. Lots of energy through the legs, grounding them, extending long through the arms here. And go ahead and reverse the warrior. And go ahead and cartwheel all the way down. Coming to plank. Go ahead and chaturanga. Pressing into upward dog. And then pressing back into downward dog. Now again, I'd like you to lift the right leg, extend it out, and bring it to the front of the mat. Go ahead and bring that left foot, sliding it up towards the front, squaring the hips, bringing all toes to the front, again for pyramid, holding here, letting the front body hang over the front leg. And then go ahead and turn that back foot out slightly, maybe bring it back. With control, bring it all the way up to warrior one. Opening through the chest, extending long through the arms. Putting some weight into that front right leg. Go ahead and drop the arms, interlace the fingers to the back. And go ahead and fall into humble warrior. And my arms, you see, will come over quite a bit, but if that feels like too much for you today, feel free to leave your hands here interlaced at the back, or maybe just lift slightly, bring them midway, whatever feels good for you today. Nice job. Come up slowly. Release the hands. And let's transition into warrior two. Inhale, reach back to reverse warrior.
front, coming into triangle pose. Go ahead and put that right hand in front of that right foot. Again, if you needed a block, you could put the block here for a little bit more support. You can turn the back foot in to get a little bit more range of motion here, whatever feels good for you today. Just make sure the heart is open, hips are stacked. Extend through that upper arm. And then again, lift. Warrior two. And again, release back into reverse warrior. Inhale up. Place the forearm onto the front leg and extend over for fence side angle. And reaching, stretching through the arms, fingers. And go ahead and lift and come back to reverse warrior. And go ahead and cartwheel yourself down all the way to plank. And chaturanga, vinyasa through upward dog, and I'll meet you back downward dog.
Okay, let's switch legs here. Let's take left leg up. Bring it through to the front. And bring that back leg in, setting ourselves up for pyramid. All feet facing front, hips stacked, and let the body fall over here in that pyramid pose. Go ahead and turn that back foot out, maybe slide the foot back a bit, and come up for a nice solid warrior one. Go ahead and drop the arms, interlock the hands, and go ahead and fall over into humble warrior. Inhale, bring it up strong, arms extend, and fall into warrior two. And go ahead and reverse your warrior. Reach, reach, reach. And go ahead and bring it to the front. Bringing that hand to the front of the foot, extending long overhead for triangle pose. Making sure the shoulders stay open here, we don't want to fall. Keeping the chest open, extending through the extremities. And go ahead and lift. And reverse warrior. And inhale in. Bringing the forearm again to the front of the leg. Maybe keeping the foot turned out, maybe bringing inward, whatever feels good for you. Bringing the back arm up and over for extended side angle. Again, keeping chest open, stretching through the side of the body here. You should feel nice stretch right over that side body. And go ahead and extend up. And once
once again, reverse the warrior. And go ahead and bring it up. Cartwheel yourself all the way down. Back to downward dog, however you might need to if you want to vinyasa through. I'm just going to bring myself back to downward dog, pressing through, bringing that chest to my upper thighs. When you're ready, go ahead and drop the knees. As we get ready for child's, go ahead and bring the toes together, knees wide, and press back into child's pose. And while we're here, just find that awareness. Focus on the breath. And just let the hips sink into the mat. And when you feel ready, you can press all the way back up onto all fours. Maybe as we're on tabletop here, you need to sway the hips a little bit. And when you're ready, go ahead and tuck the toes and press back into downward dog. And I want you to go ahead and walk the feet all the way up again to the top of the mat for standing fold. And again, inhale up to stand. And exhale, hands to heart center. And from here, we're gonna prep for our tree pose. So when you're ready, hands at heart center, chest open, go ahead and lift that right leg. Go ahead and open that right leg to the side. Go ahead and place that foot on the inner thigh. I'm going to adjust my foot here. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit farther. If you'd like to do the same, go ahead and keep it here. Whatever feels good for you. And if that's still too much, you can even bring the foot down at the ankle, hold it here. Do whatever feels good for your practice today. Focusing on the breath. Great job. I'm going to release the foot. Coming back to center. Bring both feet flat to the mat. Go ahead and lift the left leg up in front. And then go ahead and press it out to the side. And if you'd like, go ahead. I'm going to adjust my foot and bring it into the upper inner thigh. Go ahead and place that foot on that leg wherever feels best today. And go ahead and hold. And go ahead and release the foot. Both feet flat. Release the arms. And inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold over. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Then go ahead and sit into your chair pose here, or either arms out, hands in, legs squeeze together here, sit low in chair pose. When you're ready, you're going to take a small twist here. Maybe bring the elbow to the knee for twisting chair. Again, keeping the heart open. And when you're ready, ready, extend the opposite leg back for high lunge. Let the body shake. Bring the foot in, bring to center, and then release to the front. Inhale in. Exhale, hands to heart center, and go back and ahead and sit back into chair pose. And then onto the other side, go ahead and twist, chest open. And once you're ready, go ahead and extend that leg back for high lunge. Great job, bring the leg in. Bring to the front. And release back to center, arms overhead. And exhale. Hands to heart. And one last time, inhale in. And exhale. Go ahead and fold on over. Extend the legs back. Drop the legs. And go ahead and prepare yourself. Press back into child's pose. Come on up into your tabletop position. And feel free to stay towards the front of your mat. I'm going to turn towards the side just for visibility reasons, but go ahead and take the feet wide to a wide standing fold. Maybe turn the toes out, hands flat on the mat. We sit up here. And then when you're ready, we're going to drop the hips open for our yogi squat. We're going to bring the hands into the inner thighs, or on the knees, pressing through. Chest lifted here. Just opening up through those inner thighs, getting a nice deep stretch, opening up through the hips. Add any kind of natural movement that might feel good here. Sometimes I like to sway or stay completely still, whatever feels good. And then go ahead and release down, release the hands, press back up into your standing fold here. And go ahead and bring the feet together and look to stand. Come to the front of your mat. Let's keep the feet grounded. Go ahead and fold on over to standing fold. Send the feet back into plank. And then slowly chaturanga down to the chest. From here today, we are going to come to Cobra. So go ahead and put the flat part of your feet, the top parts of your feet, onto the mat, pressing through, maybe lifting the knees off the mat, pressing up through the hands right here, using that low back and sitting tall for Cobra. And go ahead and release down. Taking a small break here, breather. And then once again, come back, come up to the forearms, placing them in front. Again, pressing the feet into the floor, lifting the knees, maybe scooping the belly up off the mat, lifting the chin for Sphinx pose. And slowly lower down. Go ahead and take the left cheek, place it onto the mat here. Finding your breath, relaxing into the mat, finding some awareness. Great job. And then bring the head to center and switch sides. Go ahead and put the right cheek onto the floor. Again, inhaling and exhaling. And again, come to center. Go ahead and lift the legs, the feet up towards the bum. And then if you are able to, grab the feet today and press the feet into the hands and lift up the mat for both pose. Holding, feeling strength in this moment, feeling strong, pressing through the legs, letting the muscles fire up. And then go ahead and release again down to the mat. Again, placing the left cheek onto mat. And flopping over to the other side. And then bring everything to the center.
And press back up to tabletop. Swing the legs around to the front of the mat. And then with control, slowly roll all the way down. And as we lay here, let's just let the body fall naturally into the mat. Let the natural spine fall into place. Just taking a moment. And then when you're ready, go ahead and slide the feet in towards the butt. As we set up for a bridge pose. As we come to this part, go ahead and press through the feet, lifting everything up. And if you're able to, clap the hands here, maybe tuck the shoulder blades under and lift very tall here, chest open, firing off the legs and squeeze and hold. And then slowly unravel the hands, untuck the shoulders, and come down back to flat. Go ahead and bring the legs into tabletop position here. And then open up the legs. So as we prepare for happy baby, take the hands, bring them in, grabbing the inner parts of our feet here. Then maybe just taking a slight swaying motion. Or if this doesn't feel good, go ahead and just remain still here. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a swing. Nice job. And bring the legs together. Maybe hug both legs in. And again, maybe do a little rocking, massaging the lower back. Nice job. Send the legs out. Slowly make your way up and come back to seat position. And as we started at the beginning, I'm going to take the right foot, put it in the left leg crease. And as we get situated here, we're going to slowly fold over again like we did at the beginning. And this time, just try and compare how this feels now than it did at the beginning of our practice today. See how different you might feel. And nice job, bring it all the way up. Unravel the legs and take the left leg and stick it up towards the right leg crease. And when you're ready, go ahead and walk those hands out. And go ahead and fold on over. Nice job. Go ahead and bring it all the way up. Go ahead and extend the legs long as we do a straight leg fold over here. So legs straight, feet not flexed, but just kind of let them naturally, maybe not point, in between flexing and pointing here. And then slowly folding over. And obviously there's going to be different ranges of motion for everyone in this position. If you can only come to here, that's okay. If you're all the way down, that's great.